Hello, church family. It's 2 Minute Tuesday. Several years ago, my kids became obsessed with a TV reality show in which elite athletes competed with one another to defeat an obstacle course. Every episode of this show featured interviews with the contestants in which each athlete at some point talked about what or who they were competing for. They'd say things like, "I'm doing this for my kids," or "I'm doing this for my deceased mom," or "I'm doing this so that the world knows my name." What the contestants were really doing is answering a question we rarely ask ourselves, and that is, why do I do what I do? Now, granted, sometimes we ask the question rhetorically, like we're in the middle of something and we're like, why am I even doing this? But it's not that often that we give it actual deep reflection and consideration. And I think it's this lack of reflection that causes us to just go through the motion. I think it's why we don't give our all to every task. I think it's why we sometimes perform our duties or responsibilities half-heartedly, or at times even resentfully. If we took time to really consider the question, I'm guessing these are some of the reasons we would give for the things that we do. Well, I do it because if I don't, I'll get fired. Or if I don't, someone will be upset with me, or if I don't, I'll look bad, or if I don't do this, nobody else will, and it just won't get done. In other words, we do a lot of things out of obligation or fear, which means we do them half-heartedly. When we do something that we think is unseen or unappreciated or unrewarded, we not only do it half-heartedly, we often do it resentfully. In Colossians 3, Paul addresses slaves, the most unseen and unappreciated members of his society, and Paul offers them redemption for their unnoticed and unrewarded work. He writes this, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving." Paul's solution is simple. If you belong to Jesus, there's no such thing as unseen. And if you belong to Jesus, there's no such thing as unrewarded. Behind every earthly taskmaster, we have a heavenly master who knows you, loves you, and delights in your work because he delights in you. Behind every earthly commitment, there's a heavenly cause, Christ's kingdom. When we work as though working for Christ, what we're really doing is placing our efforts in the hands of the Creator. He receives every little thing as a contribution to his great work of redeeming all things. So, stop and think. Think deeply about why you do what you do. Start offering every little thing to your heavenly master. He receives it all, and he cares about it all because he cares about you.